say a brief hello for those of you who don't know us. Since I think 1972, ECRI has been a unified voice for environmental issues for the state of Rhode Island. Many of our members are here, lots of legislative leaders are here, and we're so glad to have everybody in the same place. So just want to introduce myself and encourage you, if you haven't gotten it yet, this is our emerging priorities document. It outlines some advocacy issues that we're hoping to bring up this session. Also over there is a cheat sheet. It's our Faces of ECRI and Friends of ECRI, so you can see our faces and get to know who's who. And there's additional information on the side table there, so please take advantage of this event. And I would like to invite John to come up here and just briefly introduce the Green Economy Bond.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. My name is John Flaherty. I work for Grow Smart Rhode Island. We were very involved with a lot of our partners here working to get the Green Economy Bond passed. Yay! I'm happy to do that at our first coffee hour together, so thank you. Thank you.
I'm just going to say a brief hello from the Director of Environmental Management, Dr. Janet Coy.
I'm Janet Coy, the Director of the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management, and I'm thrilled to be here. ECRI is a really, really important, our big umbrella organization that connects all of us to the environmental community, and you're an important voice for DEM, and so we appreciate you doing this and all that you do with your advocacy. I want to also recognize some of the legislators here, but I know I'm going to leave folks out. So let me just say that we have a few representatives from the House Finance Committee who have been great leaders on the environment. Representative Deborah Ruggiero, who is the chair of the Environmental Committee that does our budget. Now a new vice chair, correct? Representative Teresa Tanzi, who many of you worked very closely with on all aspects of the Green Economy Bond, but the bike card. Chairman Keeble from the Judiciary Committee, Chairman Handy from the Environment Committee, and we've got, now I'm starting to do it, and I'm going to. So a lot of Representative Regenberg, a lot of Representative Knight, a lot of reps and senators, Senator G, I don't know if I see other senators. Rep Marshall, yeah, Senator Pelag, new senator. Yeah, so if all of the legislators can raise their hand, I think it's fantastic.
I'll say myself, Representative Moore.
It's fantastic that so many of you came here, and we'll do an open house about DEM in a couple of weeks, and I invite you all to that. Secondly, as John said from Grow Smart, I want to thank everyone for the advocacy on the Green Economy Bond. It's just such an important effort, both in terms of talking to people about the value of safeguarding and protecting our environment, the importance of connecting people to nature, and having all of you guys see that 67% approval rating, I think should just embolden you and inspire you that you know your constituents want to highlight and protect the glory of nature here in Rhode Island. So thank you. Thank you. And those bonds are always so much fun to work on because there's so much outreach and people can see the tangible benefits in their communities. So remember, we will work with you to celebrate each one, every mile of bike path, every brownfields remediation, every stormwater mitigation. We want to celebrate that they come from the public bond money and that they make a difference in your communities. And Meg and Sheila and others have already been in to talk to me about making sure that happens. And then finally, a lot of our focus at DEM connects to and is about confronting climate change. That's something that many of you have worked on, and the Resilient Rhode Island Act has been a really important measure to organize and help us focus on that issue. So thank you all who were part of that. And then we are still working on our agenda for the year in terms of legislation, but the budget comes out tomorrow, and I'm hoping and thinking there'll be maybe some good news for DEM in there, so I look forward to working with you on that. And again, this community is so vitally important, so thank you. I respect and admire what you do.
Thank you, Director Coy. You took on the tough job of trying to recognize everyone. And I confess, I'm introduced to so many people through this event. Thank you again for coming. Don't be a stranger. And I think I'm about to introduce someone who, this is her first coffee hour. This is a new Commissioner of Officer Energy Resources. Join me in welcoming Commissioner Carol Gray.
all, and I will echo Janet's appreciation for all the members of the legislature who are here, and I don't have to name you all, but thank you all. And I will try to get around to introduce myself, but please make yourselves known to me as well. I am stepping into the big shoes of Marion Gold, my predecessor, who is now at the Public Utilities Commission, and have been for about 6 months working on energy issues, including the important ones that you are so involved in that also overlap with Janet's work. Janet's been a great partner. We collaborate on all kinds of issues, and I think that we are very, very energized by the greenhouse gas emissions plan that came out that identifies ways that we need to accelerate and continue our focus in the electricity energy area, but also to focus in thermal and transportation areas. So although our legislative package is still being formed, I think I can give a teaser. When the budget is released, one aspect of it that we're very happy about is a proposal that we put in place funding for an electric vehicle rebate program. We have found funding over the last year. We are very excited about it. Over the last year, our office has managed a program of rebates that has gotten off the ground and that has shown that it's helped to drive that market and to help people make the choice to buy electric vehicles. I feel as if we're sort of honoring Marion in that way. I think her spirit is in every one that is sold in Rhode Island. But we are very hopeful that this will provide a funding source that continues that program and hopefully continues the deployment of electric vehicles across Rhode Island. That's just one of many ways that we'll be working together. Please feel free to contact my office. Chris Kearns is also here, but we will be a team that can work with you and with Janet and all the important issues that you represent. So thank you for your work, and I look forward to working with you.
Representative Chairman McNamara, Senator Raptakis, Representative Barros was here. I see Representative Marshall. I don't know if he's here, but he's out in the hallway. And did anybody else come in? Rep Walsh, Rep Rosikowski, our two freshmen that are also here. Great. And Representative Donovan. Excellent. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Yeah, Representative Knight is here, and I saw Senator Coyne also passed through.
Well, how lucky are we? We have so many champions here in the General Assembly and in state agencies, so this is fantastic. Let's keep the momentum going. And let's not waste. Please enjoy the coffee, enjoy the food, and I look forward to seeing you all throughout the State House. Thank you for coming.